Now, someone in the Congress actually told me that they did not ask about his caste. What Anurag Thakur said was that he does not, we don't know what his caste is. जिसकी खुद की जाति पता नहीं है. One is asking, the other is a denial.
His take also sends a message that there is some degree of unity between the Congress and the Samajwadi Party, which are the largest two parties in the Lok Sabha at the moment. And and it also shows that there is some backing and some good relations between the two leaders also.
If the idea is to humiliate, the humiliation should reach. But the way it was structured, that whole sentence, might in a way make it easier for the opposition to go out to the ground and say that, look, this was a casteist statement.
Hello and welcome to the Indian Express. From Rahul Gandhi's Mahabharata references in his parliament speech to Anurag Thakur's vicious attack at Rahul Gandhi about his caste identity, the parliament was flooded with jibes and counterattacks by the opposition and the BJP. And to talk about this one episode that actually caught everybody's attention, I have with me Asad and Vikas Pathak, who will be talking to us about what Anurag Thakur said and the implications of that whole episode. So Asad and Vikas, thank you so much for joining me in this episode. Before we start, let me first begin with that whole shot where those attack and counter attack happened. So let me just play it out for you guys and then we can kick off.
ना मेरा आप लोग इंसल्ट करना चाहते हैं, आप खुशी से करिए, आप रोज करिए, मगर एक बात मत भूलिए, जाति जनगणना को हम यहाँ पास करके दिखाएंगे. ठाकुर जी ने मुझ पर गाली दी है. नहीं, कोई मुझे
आप जाति कैसे पूछ सकते हैं?
So yes, so Anurag Thakur's part was expunged, but later on we found out that it wasn't and we could have reported about it. So that part is missing from the video. But Vikas, tell me what really Anurag Thakur said in the parliament 3 days back.
Yeah, so basically since Rahul's attack was on the BJP and also on the BJP's party symbol, etc. And he talked about a Chakravyuh of the Mahabharata. What Anurag Thakur did was that his speech is meant to be a point by point, not just counter, it is not a counter. It is taking digs at the points that Rahul raised. And since Rahul has been talking about the need for a caste census for months now, the biggest below the belt attack that came was कि जिसकी खुद की जाति पता नहीं है वो गणना की बात करता है, which basically meant that someone whose own caste is not known is talking about a caste census. Now the implication here is which is unstated, that Rahul Gandhi's family, which was originally at one point of time a Kashmiri Pandit family, Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal Nehru, they were Kashmiri Pandits, and then Indira Gandhi married Firoz Gandhi, who was a Parsi, right? And after that, of course, Rajiv and Sanjay, and Rajiv Gandhi married Sonia Gandhi, who was born an Italian, later became a naturalized citizen of India.
Right.
So basically the attack was that there has been mixture
On his lineage.
on your lineage, and that mixture makes you by lineage not even entirely Indian, and the caste is not known. So that was the kind of attack that was launched on Rahul Gandhi. In fact, if you next day there was a press conference by Sambit Patra one day after that, and Sambit Patra in the BJP office he recited a small couplet that he had written, which ended with Roye Bhai Jaan. It was meant at Rahul Gandhi, and then he said कि अगर मरहूम फिरोज जी के नवासे से जाति पूछ ली तो उसमें ऐसी क्या बात है. Now here again, Firoz is a name which is found both among Parsis and among Muslims. So when you have the word Bhaijan and then Marhum Firoz ji, then it's an attempt at kind of saying that, look, he may be having Muslim lineage also, right? So that is the line of attack that is going on. Now in this attack, what happens is that the attack was very vicious, but what can be the impact of that attack?
Yeah.
First thing is the BJP said that he goes about asking people's caste. He asks journalists their caste. He asks
We have
about
seen
the
that footage, during his Bharat Jodo Yatra.
caste of judges, caste of officials.
Nirmala Sitaraman.
Yeah,
he
officials
showed the
who prepared
picture.
that halwa
ceremony, yeah.
ceremony, right? So he asks about their caste. So why can't we ask about his caste? Now, someone in the Congress actually told me that they did not ask about his caste. What Anurag Thakur said was that he does not. We don't know what his caste is. जिसकी खुद की जाति पता नहीं है. One is asking, the other is a denial. Now the problem here is that while it was perhaps meant as it was intended at humiliating Rahul Gandhi, but will it really humiliate Rahul in the long run? I don't think
Yeah.
so, because the point is, look, let's understand one thing.
Even if the intention was humiliation, that was quite wrong on Anurag Thakur's
No,
part. I
let
would
me
say.
also put it a different way.
Because it was also a veiled attack, and I would bring in Asad at this point. It was a veiled attack at Rahul Gandhi, and like Vikas said, it was essentially a dig because he's been demanding for a caste census in the country. And Akhilesh Yadav, he said, "Aap jati kaise pooch sakte ho?" So Asad, what's your take on Rahul Gandhi's response at that point in time?
Leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, gave a very straightforward answer to Anurag Thakur's jibe or attack or whatever you want to call it. He said that I am being attacked because I am seeking a caste census in the country, and that the BJP and those who are against the caste census can attack me as much as possible. But he, in a very assertive manner in the house, said that कास्ट सेंसस तो हम करा के रहेंगे और मैं इस हाउस में कहता हूँ कि ये कास्ट सेंसस हम यहाँ से पास करेंगे और होगा कास्ट सेंसस हमारे देश में, एंड उसके लिए मुझे जितनी भी गाली खानी पड़े मैं खाने के लिए तैयार हूँ. He also said he doesn't want an apology because some of his colleagues in the Congress party and the opposition benches were asking for an apology from Anurag Thakur. Now he very clearly said he does not seek an apology from the BJP or Anurag Thakur, and he said it's okay, and that the BJP and his opposition can attack him personally as much as they want because he's asking for a caste census, but he will take that attack on, like he'll take it and he'll move forward, but he will still keep demanding a caste census. Followed by what Rahul Gandhi said, Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav also got up and intervened and made a very animated and aggressive. He spoke very briefly, I think it was for 25-30 seconds, but it was very animated, very assertive, that he questioned how can Thakur ask the LOP his caste inside the house. Akhilesh's dig also sends a message that there is some degree of unity between the Congress and the Samajwadi Party, which are the largest two parties in the Lok Sabha at the moment. And and it also shows that there is some backing and some good relations between the two leaders also. For Akhilesh to spontaneously get up at that moment, and it couldn't have been planned because they didn't know that Anurag Thakur was going to say that, and to just spontaneously get up and make that statement also sends out a larger message of opposition unity and the unity between the two parties. I spoke to someone in the Samajwadi Party after that, and he was telling me that the president of the party spoke like this in the house, and the message has been sent not just to the country and to the BJP, but also to within the Samajwadi Party, that the two parties are going to be very tight, and that the implication is not just towards the BJP, but it's also towards the opposition unity inside the house.
Absolutely. So it's a moment of unity for the opposition for sure. But Vikas, coming back to you, the intention with which Anurag Thakur said, questioned Rahul Gandhi's identity. A lot of them are saying that it was a veiled attack, but he started his speech by saying leader of propaganda. LOP ka matlab hota hai leader of propaganda. So we clearly see that it was an attack at Rahul Gandhi. How is it going to impact the BJP? Opposition definitely united at this point. BJP, what's
Look,
your
the
take?
thing is, Rahul Gandhi is getting more social media attraction in the last couple of months. And the BJP perhaps wants to ensure that he should not get any head start from here. The Congress has got 99 seats. So they are thinking that if you attack the leader of the opposition, and they have been doing it for quite long, directly and indirectly. The reason is that the BJP's understanding is that the fulcrum of the Congress is the Nehru-Gandhi family. So if you attack the family and the faces of the family, then the Congress gets weakened, which is why the attacks begin with Jawaharlal Nehru and come up to Rahul Gandhi, right? Which is very clear for over the last 10 years. Now the thing is, the problem in this attack and the dangers for the BJP, tactically speaking, is that, let's not forget one thing. The BJP in the last 7, 8, 10 years, when Modi came to power, was talking a lot about caste, yes. They were looking at representing more and more OBCs, Dalits and Adivasis, either in their governments, or we saw back to back one Dalit president and another Adivasi woman president. So the BJP was, in a way, in the last 10 years, trying to deploy caste as upward mobility and caste as representation. Now, till then, it is very fine. Because Dalits in India, Adivasis in India, OBCs in India want caste to be deployed as an instrument of social dignity, higher representation, right? Upward social mobility, social security. मतलब दलित हो, आदिवासी हो, पिछड़े हो, सब इस चीज को पसंद करते हैं. Which was also working for the BJP. The BJP was making dents into the OBC, SC and ST votes. This time what Anurag Thakur has done, according to me, while attacking Rahul, he has deployed caste as purity. So when you deploy caste as purity, you go into the purity versus pollution principle.
What is it? Can you elaborate a little bit about the
Yeah.
security versus?
So basically, one way in which caste is seen, Louis Dumont wrote a lot about it. One way in which caste is seen, particularly by social conservatives or people who at one point of time believed that caste was something that was sacrosanct, before independence also, is that caste is about purity. It's like a Brahmin should not do such and such things. That purity is also purity of blood, which is why intercaste marriages were frowned upon up to a few decades ago. Now the middle classes have gradually started going into intercaste marriages. So intercaste marriage नहीं होनी चाहिए. अगर आप फलाना समय है तो आपको प्याज नहीं खानी चाहिए, आपको लहसुन नहीं खाना चाहिए, है ना. आपको कई सारी जातियां हैं जो मानती हैं आपको नॉनवेज नहीं खाना चाहिए या किसी पर्टिकुलर दिन नहीं खाना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे क्या होता है कि कास्ट को डिप्लॉय करते हैं एक सेंस ऑफ प्योरिटी में कि ये चीज़ अलाउड है, ये चीज़ नहीं अलाउड है. साथ में प्योरिटी के ये होता है कि आप किसी जाति के हैं तो आपकी पूरी लीनेज उसी जाति से आनी चाहिए. बीच में अगर कुछ बदल गया, जिसको एक ज़माने में इतिहास में बोलते थे वर्ण संकर हो जाना, मतलब यू बिकम अ हाइब्रिड. Now the problem is, the moment you deploy caste as purity, it might rankle a lot of Dalits, a lot of Adivasis, a lot of OBCs across India. Let's not forget, as Asad said, that Akhilesh reacted immediately. In fact, he reacted more violently, aggressively than Rahul. One way of seeing it is, of course, as Asad said, that the two parties want to send out a signal that they are together. Secondly, Akhilesh is also sending out a signal to his constituency, not just the Yadavs. He is also trying to expand it to Ati Pichhada and sections of Dalits. He immediately converted it into a casteist remark by, and he did not say कि आपने राहुल जी की जाति कैसे पूछी. He said आप जाति कैसे पूछ सकते हैं. And after that, when he talked to reporters outside, he said कि मैं यूपी में ऐसा हुआ था, गंगा जल से एक बार धुलवाया गया था जब मैं वहाँ गया था, क्या आज के ज़माने में ठीक है. So he suddenly converted it into a stubborn attack on the Pichdas, Dalits and Adivasis. So the danger of this is, look, Rahul Gandhi will not get humiliated by this, because caste, there's something that is beyond caste in the society, even for conservatives. That is a certain class. Let's face it. So just to give an example, the princely states of India, erstwhile princely states, the erstwhile princes never marry in caste. They marry with princes. So in Bengal, for instance, the Maharani Gayatri Devi, who came from the Kuch Behar royal family, which is Koch Raghbonshi, she married a Rajput in Rajasthan, the Jaipur Maharaja.
So the caste system doesn't.
Yeah, so the point is, they are above caste. Who will ask the Maharaja of Kashmir, why did you marry, say, a Maratha or a South Indian prince? Who will ask a Maratha, why did you marry a Bengali princely state where there are no
BJP's attack
Marathas?
at Rahul Gandhi,
So
calling
the thing
him a
is,
prince
let's face
would
it,
be
Rahul
somewhere.
Gandhi caste, why is caste pride important for those people who are castes? It is close to your ascribed identity. You are born into it, but you are first born into a family. There are certain families that may go above the level of caste because their privilege is so much that their caste does not matter. Rahul's family for the last, let's face it.
So you're saying that the Gandhi family will be immune
He will
to
not be
this
because he will
attack.
not feel slighted. If the idea is to humiliate, the humiliation should reach. Rahul Gandhi knows that even the princes of India used to stand in front of his grandmother and his father, be it many princes who have been in the Congress and have been Congress leaders. So he does not have that any complex regarding having been humiliated in childhood. But the way it was structured, that whole sentence might in a way make it easier for the opposition to go out to the ground and say that look, this was a casteist statement which talked about caste as purity, and perhaps they think that people who are lower in the caste hierarchy are impure. So that is a real danger there.
And also Akhilesh talking about, it was in 2017 when Akhilesh Yadav gave up the chair of the chief minister in Uttar Pradesh, and when he gave up that chair, Mr. Yogi Adityanath came to power. He has been talking about this since 2017, that the chief minister's residence in Lucknow was washed with Ganga Jal because Mr. Yogi and this is his allegation, Mr. Yogi Adityanath felt that the house was impure because Akhilesh is a backward. He's a Yadav. He's an OBC.
Yeah.
So in the so he has been talking about this. He recently visited a temple in Kannauj, and some activists or people in the district had washed a temple, saying that he had entered with his shoes on, and so he also made that a caste issue. Later on, he spoke to the media and said that they washed it because I'm a backward. Now that kind of messaging also reaches the people, and let's not forget that OBCs constitute the largest chunk of UP's population. OBCs and Dalits are the reason that the BJP has shrunk to lesser seats than last time, with 33 seats this time, whereas the Samajwadi Party has gone to 37, and they are the third largest party in the country right now. So the messaging might not, like the caste messaging, like Vikas said about purity and all, might resonate with the upper caste, but the backwards and the Dalits, who are the main target audience for the Congress and the opposition, they will definitely take this as a message in their favor. And the caste census demand has been something that is resonating well with the people, because even during the elections, the Dalits and OBCs have voted for the opposition in Uttar Pradesh and other states, which is why the BJP has come down. So I think overall, if you look at this situation, I think the Rahul Gandhi and the Congress has not really lost a lot in this whole exchange. And Rahul trying to become a martyr, saying that you can say anything to me, I don't want an apology, and I don't want anything, it doesn't bother me, because I'm fighting for a good cause, he said, and I'll continue to fight for me. आपको जितनी गाली देनी है आप मुझे दे दो, he said.
Yeah.
So it is also, let me add one sentence.
Yeah.
Caste as purity. Second, the tone of Anurag Thakur was caste as banter. It was banter, ridicule. So the moment you deploy caste as either purity or banter, मजाक कर देना, हल्की बात कर देना, जो हम स्कूल कॉलेजेस में देखते हैं,
Exactly,
तो वो चीज़ें लोगों को कई बार आप नहीं जानते उससे कौन हर्ट हो जाएगा. शायद कुछ ना बोले, लेकिन जनरली भारत में जहाँ पे जाति व्यवस्था है, अगर आप मजाकिया तौर पे कास्ट के बारे में बोल देते हैं या किसी से पूछ लेते हैं तुम्हारी जात क्या है, या बोलते हैं अरे इसकी तो जात ही नहीं है, तो आप हो सकता है सोच रहे हो कि मैं एक व्यक्ति विशेष को अटैक कर रहा हूँ, लेकिन ये संभव है कि वो the very fact that you are deploying that language against one individual might actually create a suspicion that you are capable of deploying it for many others also.
Yeah. And the question that आपकी जात क्या है can only come from an upper caste person. A lower caste person wouldn't, have the heart to even
Would
ask.
formulate it very differently. Maybe
Yes.
if a Dalit MP of BJP had said that, so the formulation would have been very different. हमने सहन किया है, हमें पता है. आप जो है सिल्वर स्पून लेके आते हैं, उसके बाद आप.
But now it has
हाँ.
become like a
It-
Savarna versus
yeah.
Dalit.
And while Rahul is neither a Dalit nor an OBC or nor an Adivasi, and the fact is he comes from a Savarn background, but the way it has been placed actually makes his job slightly easier. because
So all in
he's been taken
all-
out of the caste system.
All in all, the opposition gains here, and
It seems so, unless
It seems
something
so.
new happens or BJP changes tack or a new issue comes and this is forgotten. At the moment, it is not. The BJP has not scored too many points, except for in the minds of those people who, one, are upper caste, two, are upper caste who are BJP supporters, three, who dislike Rahul Gandhi. But preaching to them, it's like preaching to the converted. They are anyway voting for you.
right. So, thank you, Asad and Vikas, for throwing the dissecting that whole episode and the implication that it may have for BJP and the Congress, and it was really interesting to hear both of you. And thank you, viewers. If you like this video, then don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. And Vikas and Asad will be back for more such discussion. The Parliament session is on till August 12th. So stay tuned to our channel, Indian Express. Thank you so much for watching.